Hi, and welcome to Basketballist. We're the first sports marketing agency specializing in the game of basketball that helps your organization become a top team through the planning and implementation of a custom-built strategy. In this video, I'm going to present you with our Starting Five method. I'm talking about a framework and a method aimed at growing your organization, both athletically and financially. The S stands for SCAN. The T of starting stands for troubles, obstacle, and friction elements. The A stands for advantages. The R stands for results to achieve. T as in timeline and calendar. I for inquiries. N as in numbers. G as in game plan. And 5 as 5 suggestions. But let's take a look at these elements one by one. First, we're going to scan your organization, doing an initial audit, both off-court elements and on-court elements. In the off-court section, we are going to check your organization positioning, your organization branding. That includes logo, theme, any graphic elements, eventually even a mascot. We are going to check all the organization's physical, technological, and intellectual assets. The fourth element we're to scan is the context, because we cannot analyze a basketball organization without understanding the context it's operating in, both from a social, economic, and demographic point of view. And the fifth element in the off-court section that we are going to check is a rough income streams report. On the court, we are going to analyze the players, the coaching staff, the scouting team, the youth team, and the technology used on the sports side of your organization. We pass to the T, the obstacles and friction elements. And the question we are going to ask you is, what are the most significant problems, friction elements, and obstacles that do not allow you to achieve your goals, both from a sport and a business perspective? Each element that composes your organization will be examined with two aspects in mind, which are the sporting and the economic. The sporting element and the business elements are intertwined. You cannot separate them. If a team is performing in a great way, of course, even the business side will benefit from it. And vice versa. If a team is not performing well, the business side will suffer. And at the same time, if the business side of the organization is not effective, even the sports elements will suffer, because you will have less resources to invest in the organization, in your roster. But I don't need to go into an explanation of these dynamics because you probably already know them. We move forward to the A, advantages. Each organization could have some, of course, troubles, friction issue, but also some advantages, strengths, and opportunities. So the question we are going to ask you is, what are the main strengths of the organization? And what are the opportunities you can seize right now, both from a sport and business perspective? So the main strengths could be the arena, could be a specific player, could be the youth team. The opportunity you can seize is expand your market or get a better salesperson for your sales team. So there are many aspects that in certain cases you are not even aware of when we are talking about advantages. After, we have results. And the question is, what is your organization's vision, goals, and priorities? And when we talk about vision, that is probably between the three, the most foggy as a concept. When we talk about vision, we talk about your wildest dream that you think is achievable in a way, and usually is a mid to long-term scenario. Do you see your organization that right now is in the second, third, fourth league to play one day in the first league in the major league? And if yes, how? Visualizing these big, bold goals and trying to plan how to achieve them instantly raises your level of reasoning. In a way, it's an attempt made to give more substance to what might be seen as a distant, almost unattainable dream. For what concern the goals, goals could be both from sports perspective and also business perspective. And finally, we're going to ask you, what are your priorities? Let's imagine for a moment that the lease on the sports facility where you train or even play is expiring. You don't know for the next season where to train or eventually even where to play. Of course, this is a priority, so it comes before your goals and your vision. Because to achieve certain results, we should have a strong base from which you can move on and build. Let's continue with the letter T in our Starting Five method. So timeline and calendar. because we need to know the timeline and the calendars, both for on-court and off-court. By this, we refer to both the league calendar you are going to play, but you should also have a marketing and sales calendar, which takes into consideration, say for example, holidays where you can push some promotions or some specific events. After the T letter, we let you ask us anything if you have any questions. Here we are, I is inquiries. So we are open to reply to any of your questions. Let's proceed with the letter N, which stands for numbers. What's your budget? What is the budget you can allocate to implement the game plan that we're going to suggest to you? Next, we see the letter G, the game plan. It's our strategy to win the match. We are going to present you our different kind of services and different plans. We can provide just an advisory service. We can offer also an implementation service. We can train your internal staff if you have one. We can work, let's say, for you as a contractor. Or we can work as a coach to your team, to your people, and the coaching plan. Includes both the training and the implementation of the strategy. And at the end, after we analyze all your organization, we are going to suggest to you 5 actions to implement. We don't want to overwhelm you. 5 actions that have the greatest impact and speed of implementation to make sure you get results in the shortest possible time. So this is the Starting 5 method. Get in touch with us because, as you can see on our website, you can ask for a hassle-free call with us without any obligation. In addition, as you browse our site, basketballist.com, we invite you to read our blog, where you can find a wealth of useful tips that you can apply immediately to your organization. To contact us, fill out the form on the contact page or write to us at info@basketballist.com and follow us or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Don't waste your time. Reach out to us because we can offer you a free, no-obligation analysis of your organization through our Starting Method 5. It will not cost you anything. And at least if you decide not to move forward with us, you'll have a very accurate screenshot of what is the situation of your basketball organization. Because at the end of the day, what pushed us to do this work is the love of the game. And it's something that we share with you. Thank you for your attention.